What's up, vlogging world? What I got right here is the new GoPro Hero5 Black. So I went ahead and traded in my old GoPro and got this new one with their new special promotion of the Uptrade program. And what the Uptrade program is that if you trade in any old GoPro, they'll give you $100 off the new Hero5 Black. And that's what I did. I traded in my GoPro Hero 3 Silver. So I'll run through the process of how I trade in my old GoPro and the differences that I see in my old GoPro compared to this new one. So let's do this! Alright, so I'll try to make this real quick. I went to the GoPro website and I went to the Uptrade program, filled in all of the information. And how this works is that you purchase the new GoPro first and they put on hold. They don't charge your card yet. And then they email you a shipping label so that you can send back your old GoPro. Once they receive that old GoPro, no matter if it's broken, shattered, or whatever, they said they'll take back any old GoPro. They would then charge your card and ship you the new GoPro. And that's how it worked. It took about a week and a half. So they were kind of vague on what you have to send back. If you have to send back the case with the GoPro, you know, the old GoPro has a case on it. If you had to include any accessories or batteries or anything. I just sent back the camera. I just took out everything else and kept it. I kept my old battery, as you see here, because my friend still has an old GoPro, so I'm going to give him all my old accessories. All of the old batteries and cords and stuff, they do not work with the new GoPro. So I'll show that in a minute. And another thing that they were vague on was that I didn't know if they were going to ship me a box to send it back with. So they just sent me through email a FedEx shipping label. And that shipping label was like a 2-day shipping label, so it was pretty quick. So you can go to FedEx and show them the email, and they'll give you a box to ship it and they'll do everything. But for me, I had this bubble wrap envelope sitting around, so I just put the GoPro in here and print out my shipping label and I shipped it back. So it was pretty easy. I just dropped in the FedEx drop box. But yeah, I kept all of my old cords. You see here, I even had the old mic plug. And I'm gonna give all this to my friend. Or you can try to make money and sell any of these, so it's up to you. Alright, so let's take a look at the new GoPro and see what it has. First off, the skeleton case is pretty slim, and it fits in like this. And then you close this up like that, clip this on, and snap it down. It's inside the case. They modified a couple of things, like this little rubber piece down here. It's a little bit different than the old piece. It's like a white piece before. That snaps down like that, pretty easy. This bolt right here is a little bit different. It's more flat. It's a new battery now, so any of your old batteries won't work. And I'll show you a comparison right here. Here's a comparison of the old battery on the left, and the right one is the new one. So a little bit more thin, same height. Also in the box came with 2 attachments here. And the new cable. So I think this is USB-C. And the old cable right here. See how it's a little bit different? It's the old one. It's the new one. So I've been using this for about a week now. And I'll give you 5 cool tips that I found out on settings and cool features of the new GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition. Alright, tip number 1. I always have my GoPro in the case like this. And every time I plug into my computer, you know, I want to plug it through here. And at first I was like, how do you, you know, this thing is blocked here. How do I take this off? So what you can do is you can take this out. So what you can actually do is open this up like that. And once it's up there like that, look, you can just pull on this and it pops out. Now, you put it back in the case and it's exposed so you can plug in the wires. Bam! That was really simple and it took me a while to figure that out. But don't forget to put it back on if you're going to go in the water, because this camera is waterproof. So to put it back on, you got to make sure this is extended like that, not when it's closed up. You got to extend it and just put it straight up like that. And just push it in. It's really simple. Just slide it back in. By the way, let's check out the battery compartment. You slide that open, and the memory card reader is still down here. It's right there. Push that in, and then the battery goes in like that. For tip number 2, a lot of times when I'm vlogging or I'm filming something, I might touch the back of the screen here a lot with my fingers. So what you want to do is go into the screen and scroll down, and it has this lock icon. Press on that, and it locks the screen. So now when I'm vlogging or I'm filming anything and I accidentally touch the back of the screen, it's not going to change anything. To unlock it, you just swipe back down and then tap to unlock. It's that simple. Tip number 3, settings. Alright, let's save some battery by going to preferences. And there's a lot of things you can change in here to save a little bit more battery life. So one thing I changed is the LED front off only. That means that whenever I'm recording, the LED light on the front doesn't turn on. It's also helpful when you're filming in public, because people, you know, they look at your camera and they don't want to be in it or whatever. They don't want to see it filming, so that little red light is really annoying, and it'll save you a little bit of battery, so turn it off. You can you can turn it all off or all on. I just turned the front off. Have your auto off at 5 minutes. I think that's the lowest right now. And that'll shut the GoPro completely off. Screensaver. This is for this touchscreen in the back. You know, you can set the screensaver for a minute, 2 minutes. But I actually like looking at the screen when I'm filming sometimes, so I just do like 2 minutes. It's pretty good. Brightness. Tone this down. I put out 48 right now, but you can have it really low. And you know, it just dims the screen, so that will save you some battery life. Turn this GPS off, you know. You don't really need this. Whenever you're taking photos, it captures the GPS location. I don't think that's really useful. Well, I have the GPS on, always searching, so turn it off. And the last thing is this auto rotation. A lot of times when I'm filming, when I'm carrying this GoPro around, I'm just carrying it upside down or something like that. And then sometimes I'll just put it right back up real quick and I'll press record. But sometimes I'll notice that the screen doesn't flip back up to the right side. So if you put on auto, it's gonna switch on you. If you go like that, it's gonna go up, flip it for you and film it the right way. That actually doesn't have anything to do with battery saving, I don't think. It's just a preference. And last, I turn off voice control. This voice control thing is pretty cool. You know, you can say GoPro on, GoPro record, whatever. But I turn it off to save a little bit of battery life. I don't really use it. What tip am I on? I forget. Alright, so let me just show you my video settings. I think this is like the best video setting that pretty much everyone else uses too. So for resolution, I film at 2.7K. For the frames per second, I choose 24. If you have a lower frames per second, it's gonna give more light into your camera when you're filming dark or daytime, whatever. And I noticed that looks the best. If you're filming at like 60 frames per second, you're filming that at nighttime, it's gonna get really dark. So just keep it at 24. It comes out pretty good. Field of view. I like this linear field. Some people will do medium. And I noticed that linear looks pretty good. It gets a lot in the shot. And with linear, it doesn't make the footage look like it's curved, you know, like a fisheye lens. It keeps everything flat. And that's what I like. But yeah, I think wide shots and super view shots and all those are good for, you know, like snowboarding, action shots. Like if you're trying to film a big scenic view in the background, then do the wide view. But linear should be good for vlogging and everything else. Over here, you scroll to the right. I always turn GoPro color on. I have white balance at auto, ISO at 400, shutter auto. Sharp I put at low or medium. Around there is good. Don't do high. Audio off, and you swipe right again. You know, image stabilization on. There's no auto low light, and then I don't do the audio stuff. Sometimes I'll flip ISO to 800, but 400 does pretty good. So the last tip I'll go over is how to edit a 2.7K video. And I realized that filming in 2.7K is really popular for people, and when I was first editing my videos, I didn't know how to set it up. I was creating my projects at 1080p, and I would drag these videos in. It was downsizing it. So let me show you here. I'm using Final Cut Pro on my iMac. And you know, I would drag in a clip. So when I drag in a video right here, it doesn't recognize the size, and it's trying to set it at a 2K format. but it's a 2.7K. So, and this goes for any other program. You know, you can do a custom size, and you want to size it to the actual size of the video. For my example here, it's 2704 by 1520, and at frame rate of 23.98. So that's pretty much 24 frames per second. So that's what you want to do. You want to do a custom video size. You don't want to do a 1080 or anything like that. It's going to downsize it. You know, if you go to this video here and you right click and say info, get info, it's showing me right here the dimensions are 2704 by 1520. So that's the video size that you want to create your projects at, and then export them at that. So there you have it. This is filmed on the GoPro Hero 5 right now, so you can see how it looks. And I'll show you some more shots right now. Please like and subscribe. Okay, I lied. One last thing. If you have your GoPro off and you just press the record button here, it'll take a couple of seconds and it just turns on and starts recording. Boom, just like that. Really simple and easy. It's recording right now. Then you press it again and it just automatically shuts off. Finishes recording. Really easy. Like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.